got new hair. Virginia is a witch and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. What the heck is going on, y'all?
Hey.
Oh, man, I got a Bloody Mary from Berry Fresh and started drinking it after the regular show, and I think I'm already feeling it, man. We were listening to hairband music just a second ago, and man, it's Friday. I'm freaking ready.
It is very fun to...
Kevin just gave us a deep anthology of Queensryche.
Yeah, no, I did, and all of them. Gosh.
It was fun. I love drinking and talking music,
Oh,
man.
we got to do that one day because I would do that. I just love going from one song to the next. And yeah, somebody said we need to do a podcast like that one day. It'd be fun just to get some drinks.
It would.
But the only problem was with podcasts, you can't play any of the fucking music, you know?
Right.
So we'd have to figure out how you could do it. If we did a streaming show, maybe we could.
There is ways. There's certain songs we could get away with. It depends on what it is. And yeah, to your point, I think it would be good as a subset podcast because not everyone wants to hear some music, but I do personally genuinely enjoy doing that.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I love it. And to me, yeah, just talking about some of that stuff, and I just love music. I love music and drinking, and they just go so well together.
That's why the podcast started a little bit later. We're jamming out.
Yeah.
Rocking this shit.
Doing
Ozzy, Queensryche,
Skid Row.
hard.
Yeah.
You men are
stuff.
hard.
Mama, I'm Coming Home. I know we said it earlier. That is a jam.
It is such a good song. Well, we were talking about some of the musicianship and some of those bands, and you know, I hated it after a while. The hairband thing got so ridiculous because it was all more about the stupid fucking hair and the costumes and all that. But you know, there was a lot of really good musicians in some of those groups, and that's what I loved. There's a band that nobody ever talks about from that era called Damn Yankees.
Oh, I love Damn Yankees.
And
High enough?
Can you take
high
me
enough? Holy
higher?
shit, man! They were really freaky. You look at them, and it was what some of the guys from Styx.
Yeah.
It was Ted Nugent on guitar. And some of their songs, man, they had some really good freaking songs, and nobody talks about them anymore. They don't get it. They should be more on a pedestal than they are.
I saw them in concert. I went to a Damn Yankees show. It was amazing.
They're phenomenal.
Well, they're all
musicianship
heavy
and
hitters. They're all
nobody
sing
in that
for
band
their
sucks.
supper.
Yeah, there was nobody
sucks.
weak.
You
Yeah.
couldn't suck back then, man.
No, and some of their songs, man, the freaking notes they hit. I don't know how these guys have nards.
Oh, with their singing, yeah. I mean,
Listen to some Damn Yankee songs. I'm just like, holy crap, man.
I love the concept of a super group. When it's done the right way, I love it. I don't know why it doesn't happen more often.
Okay, what is the best super group of all time?
For me personally, I loved the Traveling Wilburys.
I was going to say.
They are such an influence on my life. 2 albums.
Tom Petty.
It's about friends making music with each other without ego. That's what those projects are, and I love that.
They were really good.
You don't like the Wilburys? The fuck you side-eyeing me for?
I don't like the Wilburys. What's the one guy I don't like? I'm sorry.
Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan's okay. What's the other one with the sunglasses?
Roy Orbison?
I don't like Roy Orbison.
Why?
I don't like him.
He's a sweetheart of a man, and he's got a voice of an angel.
I mean, I don't know him
You're wearing
personal.
his glasses right now.
I don't know him personal, but I never got down with his vibe, his music.
Crying is such a good song.
Yeah.
I don't
crying. In fact, I'm looking right now. Rolling Stone did the 10 best supergroups of all time. Number 1 is the Traveling Wilburys.
I'm telling you, if you don't, I get it. If you never heard of them, and
Bob Dylan, Tom Petty, Roy Orbison, Jeff Lynne from ELO, and he's one of those dudes who just flew under the radar. But anybody in the industry respects him like a motherfucker because they're like, that dude is good.
of my all-time favorites is Jeff Lynne.
Yeah,
and no one knows who the fuck
I
he
know.
is.
Yeah, he flew under the radar. And George Harrison.
Yeah, it was Harrison's idea.
They had Handle with Care, End of the Line. Those are 2 great songs.
End of the line. Roy Orbison passes away right when the album debuts.
Right.
The song goes, I think,
Forgot
top
about that,
10.
yeah.
And then the video, they show him. They show the empty chair rocking back and forth with the guitar. She's not even fucking listening to me.
I just don't love Roy Orbison. I just don't vibe with that.
Well, then stop wearing his glasses.
Rolling Stone got it all wrong, though. Here's their top 10 list. They've got Cream at number 2. That had Eric Clapton and, I don't know, a bunch of other guys I don't even freaking know. Somebody from Manfred Mann. Temple of the Dog they got at number 3. Now that arguably is pretty good. That's Chris Cornell, Soundgarden. They had Stone Gossard of Pearl Jam. And that's what it was. They had Mike McCready of Pearl Jam.
There's a guy in
Jeff
Pearl
Ament.
Jam named Stone. That's so rock and roll.
Stone Gossard. I mean, what a great rock and roll name. Stone Gossard.
That guy can't help but have a big dick.
Tell me you don't want to turn it up every time you hear, I don't mind stealing bread.
God, that's
From
so
the miles of innocence.
I'm going hungry. I'm going hungry. It makes you want to fucking sing.
God,
man.
that's a great song. That's a really good song. Number 4, they got Them Crooked Vultures. That is Dave Grohl, Foo Fighters. Josh Homme from Queens of the Stone Age.
We love Dave Grohl.
John Paul Jones they got from Led Zeppelin. And they don't listen. I thought Paul McCartney played with them Crooked Vultures, on a song they had, New Fang. It was the only one they did that kind of did anything. And it's an okay song. That's why I wouldn't put them. And again, spoiler alert, I'm going to cut right to it. They do not have Damn Yankees in the top 10. And that's why my point is everybody overlooks Damn Yankees. And that's a crime.
Howard Stern asked Billy Joel during that awesome interview, he said, if you could do a supergroup right now, because Billy wanted to do a supergroup. He wanted to put Don Henley on the drums, Sting on the bass, and John Mayer on the guitar.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
That would be fantastic.
That's a bird wet dream right there.
Gosh, that'd be fantastic. Yeah. That would be amazing. Some of the other ones that they have for the supergroups, Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young.
They hated each other.
Blind Faith that had Eric Clapton and Steve Winwood.
A lot of people hate Eric Clapton as well.
Mad Season, who I don't even know what the fuck that is. Lane Staley from Alice in Chains. I don't know. The Highwaymen. That was Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings, and Chris Christopherson. Okay.
Ooh, I like that.
That is a good old school.
That's a
Okay.
nice.
All right,
Right there.
I'll give you that.
Tell me, whatever the fuck his name is, Chris Christopherson.
Chris Christopherson.
Yeah.
Tell me that guy was not a good-looking old guy. That's how you. That's
Wasn't
a good
he
way
in,
to age.
Star is Born? Didn't he do a version of that?
Yes,
did.
I think
Yeah,
he was
he
the
was in
OG.
that.
He
Yeah.
was the OG Star is Born.
With Babs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, he aged.
Okay.
I thought he was a good-looking old guy.
Yeah.
That fucker's 87.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I was talking.
I mean, yeah, you're 87. What are you
87
gonna
at
do?
that point.
Oh, yeah, I'd tap that ass. He's fucking
At
87.
87, you're just happy you're blinking.
They got Audio Slave at number 9. That was a great super group.
It was.
Okay, Chris Cornell, Soundgarden, Tom Morello, Rage Against the Machine, Brad Wilk from Rage. Yeah, I mean, just those 3. That's pretty solid.
What was the one? Wasn't Slash in that band? I thought Slash was in a super group. Audio Slave, no?
Not Audio Slave.
It's Velvet Revolver. Velvet
Yes,
Revolver.
Velvet
They have
Revolver.
a
That had
couple
a lead
good songs
singer.
too.
Yeah, oh, that's a great call. Holy shit, I totally forgot about Velvet Revolver.
STP lead singer.
Yes, right. And then number 10, they got Bad Company, Paul Rogers. Rolling Stone has always fucks up all their lists. Their lists are always terrible. No, you were right on Velvet Revolver should be in there. Yeah, there's a couple really good ones. Yeah, that's fun, man. That's it all day long.
Hey,
yeah,
look,
if you could put together a super group now, who would be in it?
I mean,
Oh my
Billy
God.
would
I mean, who you named was really solid. That's a really unbelievable super group.
I love John Mayer.
That'd be
love Sting.
ridiculous.
I love Billy, obviously. I don't like him as a person, Don Henley, but I fucking love his music. He's a great drummer, a great singer. That would be pretty good for the Bird. Do you have some?
Yeah, the only thing, and not to hate on Don Henley, but I mean, was he ever known as an amazing drummer?
Yes, he's a very.
Was he?
Dude,
Is he a great drummer?
He's a great technical drummer, and because he doesn't rock out a lot.
I've never heard him as regarded, like, they always talk about the list of the great. I've never once heard Don Henley mention in that.
Fuck a list. Their biggest, the Eagles' biggest complaint from the critics when they would play is they sound just like the record. They sound too good live. Oh, my bad. Sorry, we're nailing it live. That was their biggest.
They sound too good live.
The Eagles are
Too
an
polished.
amazing live band.
No, they're all massively talented.
They are.
Yeah, they were a super group in and of themselves with everybody
right.
they had. Yeah. All right, that's just there you go.
We just did our music podcast.
Yeah, there we go. It's a music podcast.
Jamcast.
Jamcast.
Somebody's doing it.
Without a doubt, someone's got Jamcast.
3 knuckleheads have a Jamcast coming out this week.
Jamcast is without a doubt a podcast out there.
Got a question here from Brett. He said a few weeks ago you talked about the best first date questions. What is your perfect night in? Describe the entertainment, dinner menu, dessert, late night snack that make the coziest night. For example, what Billy Joel album is playing? What kind of pizza are you having? What new bakery creation is for dessert? Late night snack after your adult vitamins. Maybe Denny's input as well. That is kind of an interesting concept. I can't tell you that I've ever even had that kind of night, but that sounds freaking awesome where you just, maybe put some food together. You got music playing while you do and have
You
a
just
little bit
described every day at the Bird's house.
have a little bit of wine going on maybe. Kind of break into it with music playing.
It's my favorite. I love cooking with music with a buzz. It's so cozy.
Yeah.
I agree.
So what do you set up? What are you cooking? What are you drinking? What vitamins have you taken? What's playing?
Vitamins I don't fuck with. I took Flintstone vitamins when I was a kid. You said vitamins, right?
No, he means like
yeah.
edibles.
Yeah. Oh, my jeez. I'm slow.
You drunk and dumb.
Drunk and Dumb is the name of my podcast.
Is that your super group?
Yeah. It's just me.
It's just me. I play all the instruments, which, by the way, you should make a video. I saw a guy on TikTok. He played all the instruments. It was so fascinating. You should do that. You're that talented.
Well, I appreciate that. You want me to steal this motherfucker's idea? I love it.
Steal that motherfucker.
Nobody's ever done
that is
that before.
the theme of TikTok. Steal this motherfucker's idea.
So original.
Kevin's being addicted.
No, I'm not. I'm just...
All right.
Yeah, get him back.
No,
Oh,
it'll get
don't
too
worry.
real.
Yeah. If we were keeping skill, yeah.
I can't. No, but you should. You should steal material from that motherfucker who's blowing up on TikTok, playing every instrument, because you can do that.
I can't play the horns.
You can play piano, you can sing, you can do percussion, you can do guitar,
I want Kevin to learn a horn instrument. I don't know why. I see you with a sax.
I see you with a skin flute.
She's drinking. These are, by the way, people are asking if there's alcohol. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Berry Fresh didn't bring them spiked as hard as we spiked them. The Bloody Marys have alcohol, but the fruit juice was plain till we added a bunch of vodka.
Do you have you ever had grapefruit vodka?
Somebody gave us that for Christmas,
No.
and we haven't tapped into it yet. We're all out of Atoll vodka because we drank it all. That's our preferred vodka is Atoll vodka, which would go so good with this fruit juice, but we don't have any more because we drank it all. So we're doing Deep Eddy's grapefruit vodka.
I don't hate it, and I usually hate grapefruit. This ain't that bad.
grapefruit's really good.
I love Atoll more. I love
grapefruit
Atoll more.
It's a cup, and half of it's juice, and the other half is vodka. So
Just my game.
That's why he likes it.
Yeah.
I'm a 5-year-old alcoholic.
So delicious. Yeah, so if you're putting it all together, what does your night look like when you're doing stuff like that? You making your own like homemade pizza? Is that what it is?
When I cook, I usually cook a lot of homemade pizzas. I do a lot of grilled cheeses.
Okay.
I am a microwavable bitch, though. We're not talking about that.
That's where you lose me.
And I do a lot of pierogi work.
Okay.
If you say pierogi work, it sounds a little bit fancier.
You ever make your own pierogies?
I wouldn't even fucking attempt it.
I would try that if I knew like what I was doing and like got all the stuff. I think that'd be fun.
You would make great pierogies. In fact, I don't think we've tapped in to the magic of what we could do with pierogies.
Yeah.
I would fucking rock a pierogi.
I don't know if Kevin, you've never even probably had a pierogi, have you?
No, I have. They're
have.
great. I get the concept. They're amazing. Yeah, I love it. I think it's great. And Virginia would make a great pierogi.
You could do a dessert pierogi,
No
peanut
doubt.
butter and jelly.
Do some that are savory, some that are sweet.
Gosh, I love a pierogi.
I love a pierogi too. And my favorite thing is grilled onions with brown sugar in them with the pierogi. So you get the sweetness of the brown sugar on the onion, and that pairs so nicely when it caramelizes with the pierogi, and it makes like this own little brown sauce.
I've you guys have known me for 20 plus years. I've always gone in so hard on peppers and onions. and I still hate them when they're raw. But if you do cook them down and make them
caramelized,
like juicy and sweet of sorts.
A caramelized sweet onion. The onion already, you have to go for a special kind of onion. It's called a sweet onion. So you get a sweet onion and then you caramelize it with brown sugar. It is magnificent.
I can't believe I love it, but I do. I find myself craving them when they're withered down. I like them withered.
Yeah, you like them caramelized, and I would say even a little bit burnt. A little tiny bit, just to where the edges start to get a little extra brown.
She knows my palate.
How many pierogies could you eat in one sitting?
Numbers don't go that high.
Well, I'm not. I gotta be honest. I'm the best eating a lot at one time.
Yeah.
I think I got by on this fake reputation that I could do eating contests.
You don't house a lot of food.
I can, yeah. I can eat a lot of food
can you?
if I'm hungry in the right mindset. But if it's a competition at 7 o'clock in the morning, my body's not ready to eat all that food sometimes.
Sounds like excuses to me.
No, but my excuse is I'm just not talented enough. I'm not good enough, and I realize that. Kevin's a better competitive eater than I am.
Well, I'm not a fat. Look, there's different things I can, or I at least used to be able to. I'm not sure I'm there anymore. But yeah, I used to be able to eat a large volume of food.
You have whipped my ass, I think, 3 times.
At least twice. Tacos and
company.
pizza, yeah. Just sitting and eating. But yeah, I mean, I was a fat kid. I could do that.
Kevin beat my ass in the taco eating contest, and then I made a rap going in on him about how he cheated, but he didn't cheat at all.
You had to say something.
You just had to be a dick.
Create some controversy.
Spin, baby.
I love that.
Spin.
If there's
like
no
politics,
drama,
man.
make drama.
It added a layer of drama, but you kicked my ass in that thing. I remember eating
slow and steady.
I came into that taco eating contest with you thinking, this bitch ain't gonna get. Nope. I was younger. I was very hungry. Back in that day when Bird was kind of mental and crazy. Back in those days.
Back in the day.
And I remember eating going, this isn't going down as quick as I thought. And I'm going, holy shit, Ralston's fucking bringing it. He's packing it down.
He literally took it on like he takes on the prep. I'm doing this, bitch.
And I knew halfway in there was
weightlifting days, right?
Yeah, you were a little meatier.
And you beat my ass again with Hulk Hogan.
That's what does it, yeah. that was an unfair advantage.
That would suck too.
The testosterone helped.
Well, testosterone, and then also the thing I've noticed is when your muscles are tearing and all that stuff from lifting, your body's trying to replenish itself. And you're like, what are you doing to me? And it wants food to try to rebuild.
Give me fuel, bitch.
It's not fair. If you're going against a guy that's doing roids and weightlifting and lifting heavy weights, it's not even fair.
It really is a funny video. It's on our YouTube. It's a live stream of me and Kevin going head to head, and you can tell halfway through Kevin knows.
I knew the whole time.
He knew I couldn't go. He knew I was just doing theater. And
I knew the whole time.
Bird's buying his time right now.
You were all show, no action.
We had coworkers
walking in there.
watching.
I knew I was going to beat the shit out of you. I'm like, I was so hungry.
He had the confidence of a man on testosterone.
He even called me out during the broadcast. Bird don't have it. I can see it in his eyes.
Oh, you did?
And I had to go, what are you talking about, brother? Hulk Hogan. He beat my ass. And then I threw up. I mean, just a bloodbath of a beating.
Yeah, that was a different Kevin that walked in there that day. I saw Joey Chestnut. He did the pierogi world record for eating 39 pierogies in 2 minutes.
Oh.
That's why I was kind of curious, like how many, like if you didn't have the time, is there any way in one sitting you could eat 39 pierogies?
That's a lot of pierogies.
It's not that many.
Dude, that's a
39? I think you could do that.
That feels like a lot.
That's a lot.
It would take you 5 hours.
No, I think because I could definitely
you have to
get
consistently
down,
be eating the whole time. You can't be like, I'm taking a 5-minute break, you're out.
I could eat 12 and I would feel it. I go, oh boy, I could do 13, I could do 14. After 14, it would be very tough.
Yeah.
Got it.
But you motherfuckers don't think I can do it.
Well,
then
I
want
wanna-
to now prove it to myself I can do it.
I'm going to learn how to make homemade pierogies. I'm going to make them myself, and then we'll bring them in for a World Record Wednesday.
Do you, that might not be bad. How many pierogies the bird can eat in an hour?
Yeah, well, I think you'd have to come, to me, it's got to be consistent. And so you'd have to have a rule or regulation about because, like I said, it's two different things. Chestnut eats super fast, a lot, but to me, there's something about the slow and steady. The person that just knocks it down. Like if you can eat 4 pizzas and you don't stop eating, you can't take a break. You have to constantly maybe have something in your mouth and chewing.
The thing with Chestnut is, though, he eats fast.
It's gross. It's so gross.
He can still keep it going. He can go the distance. That's why he's the best.
He does eat. Well, he just cramps, and it's so gross watching him eat because he's dipping it in water, and it's soggy and sloppy, and he's just cramming it down his pie hole.
Who's the spider? The Spider Woman? She's one of the ones.
The Black Widow, Sonya.
Yeah, Sonya something wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, Sonya the Black Widow. That bitch is hardcore. I always cheer for her.
They're gross. They're tough to watch. And then if you've seen when they barf and they're trying to hold it in and it starts spraying around their hand, I mean, it's rough to watch. But
I watched Jaybird barf every time he did the sweet corn fiesta.
The only thing I've done more than cry on the air is barf on the air. Ladies, I'm single.
What a great combo.
All this could be yours.
Yep.
I wouldn't do that to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I think you've given up on that long-term marriage thing.
I would never say give up on that. That's not true. I just
never know where life's going to bring you.
The bird's open to love.
All right. Is that Uber driver that you had this morning available?
I don't know why you keep on. I said I liked her accent. I didn't say I liked. Now I feel like I'm like dissing her now. My Uber driver, and she was a lovely woman, but no, I did not want to sleep with her.
Too bad. Wouldn't that be awesome if he got picked up by a hot Uber driver and they fell in love, and that's the story we could tell?
Well, it's like an 80s porno, right?
Oh, it's the best.
I mean, if they had Uber back in the 80s, wouldn't that be a...
They fall in love and then they're just happily ever after.
I'm not a porn connoisseur, but I'd heard that apparently now today's porn, people want to get right to the action, whereas in the 80s they used to have a storyline that was so cringy and the acting was terrible. Yeah. And I don't know if they still do, but somebody was commenting on it. I was like, man, that's too bad, because that was half the fun. You could cut out all the sex parts, just the getting to it, where somebody picks them up in the Uber and that awkward conversation where and all of a sudden they're like, oh, I can't stop myself, and they get in the back seat and here we go.
Well, Boogie Nights was based on a true story of, there was I forget his name, but he was a director of porn back in the 70s.
Okay.
But he made good movies, but it just had people fucking in it. So it was considered a good cinema piece as far as the acting, the storyline, but there was fucking in it.
But he liked a little fuck.
He put the art into the porn, then that kind of went out the window because people are going, we would just want to see the fucking. But there is definitely a type of person that does get juiced up for the storyline. It's the long burn.
Okay.
Long burn.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Kind of like you with your Berry Fresh Cafe.
Just saying, there's an ass for every seat out there.
You like some edging.
Yeah, he does. He's got his food sitting there.
Yeah.
He's watching and then as soon as they start fucking, he starts eating. Can you imagine that? And that's what Jaybird does, and he starts eating fast.
Shit. Damn it. I fucking spilled another drink.
You spilled a drink at your computer? Oh, damn.
Food and porns.
Food and porn, he got so
Damn,
excited.
that was so much
He's spilling
drink.
shit all over the place.
Dave!
When I watch porn and they start to fuck,
I start eating.
I don't jerk off, I eat.
Oh my gosh!
I mean,
I can just see it. I can see it.
Everything.
I love it. Oh, that's amazing.
I mean, this is the shit you
Well,
guys.
now I got to make you a new fucking drink. You sloppy bitch.
I'm a sloppy bitch.
Denny's, what are we going to do with him?
Gosh, that was amazing to watch.
Happens once a day.
What's going on with the paper
I
towel?
talk with my hands,
Oh
man.
my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Thank God. A listener sent us a case of paper towels.
Oh, no way. Really? Wow, that's funny.
Lisa?
That's awesome.
Was it Lisa?
That's the best gift ever.
I can't remember. It was a beautiful KVJ Nationer. Sent us a case of paper towels. And thank you, bitch. You rock.
I think I'm getting fucked up.
These drinks are strong.
I
Yeah,
made you
I
the
am too.
drink. I made your drink.
I think I got a bit of a buzz.
Yeah. Your headphones are still in. He went walking away. His headphones are still on.
You ever see somebody get sniped? He looks like he just took a bullet.
I get why people get annoyed with me. I get it.
I'm loving it.
Oh, now you just messed up
Got a
Kevin's
big fan over
camera.
here. No, I'm good. Who cares? I'm sure we're still on.
Yeah, I mean, it's free.
It's actually better if it's off. If we talk honest.
Anytime anyone complains, I go, I mean, what the fuck you guys want? It's free.
Yeah, keep your receipt.
You guys can't go somewhere else.
I mean, we're not charging for this shit.
We couldn't.
You're not forced to watch.
Yeah.
You can leave.
Bye.
This shit sucks. I'm gonna go mow my grass.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can do that.
All right, you're right, though.
I'll make you a new one.
We got to rebuild.
Where's that? We made it. We made a surplus.
You know what? I got this.
Baby, I got you.
No, I don't want you to call me baby.
She's pouring the vodka in there. My God.
That's okay.
Oh, that's happening.
See, this is what she does.
It's fucking.
She gets me fucking blacked out
That
drunk.
was half a cup of vodka.
Dude,
yeah.
but on the way down.
Enjoy your nap on the way home.
He likes.
No, that's when shit gets scary because you're right. I should go take a nap, and I don't think I'm going to.
You're gonna stay awake.
Yeah.
It makes you more insane.
Just stay off social media,
Booty
Bird.
call. Coming in hot.
Don't go live, Bird.
Booty
Do not
call.
go
Do
live.
not go live. Guys,
Somebody's
I hope you
getting
go
up.
live. If I get an alert, I'm going right on it. Oh, shit, he's going live. He shouldn't, but he is.
Ooh, that one bites the dick.
I mean, it's a half a cup of straight vodka, dog.
So was the last one.
No, that one was that you did theatrics on that, and now I'm gonna have to.
That's true. The other one I did off the air, so it was a little less, but not much.
Look, I'm a big boy.
Add some more juice then if you're a bitch.
I mean, talk about some gaslighting
I
shit.
know, right?
For alcoholism.
Wow.
Oh my gosh! I mean, this is so not a healthy relationship.
Could you imagine if she was ever the hazing coordinator of a fraternity?
No, I asked that question.
The
I go,
shit people would have to do.
I couldn't imagine her on the jury. A jury.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I shouldn't do. I shouldn't watch kids. No,
that's
I'm just
not true.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Great mother. Come on.
Got an email from Kate. She said, I was just curious how much information y'all get from those of us that listen to the podcast. For instance, do you get numbers on which segments are listened to the most or which ones are listened to first? You're always gauging which segments need to be retired or rotated, so having that info would be so much more helpful than infos or polls. There's a little bit. It's kind of, it's a tricky game to try to ever get ratings information. It really is, or just any information about what the audience likes. Now we do have digital numbers, but even those you don't know. I mean, we see certain things from social media to what we post on YouTube. Not so much with the radio ratings. They don't really ever say that, hey, okay, that segment was tanking or that one was working.
Oh, bosses will tell you though.
No, but Kevin's got you got a good gauge on when it's say, all right, it's time to park it. It's time to reboot it.
They're getting ready to do a big research project where they're going to hopefully get people together, putting together a focus group and to listen to individual segments and say, okay, what did you like? But it's based on whoever that is in that sample and, whatever happens with that. So it is tough. It'd be nice to really, if there was a culmination of the entire audience to say, hey, that we love that and do that more. Yeah, that's why feedback is great. So that's why we do ask for people to let us know what you do like and don't like, and so. But yeah, it's really, for me at least, being the host here, it's still a shot in the dark.
Speaking of feedback, thank you to KVJ Nation. They have ever since you gave that Braveheart speech about leaving comments and liking and sharing, they have without a doubt done.
Yeah.
We have a lot of action going on there.
That's a good thing.
It does really help. It really does help us. People always say, how can we help you? Honestly, even if you fucking hate it,
Subscribe.
put a comment down. Say you
Like it,
Yeah.
share it.
No interaction's bad. Interaction is good or bad.
Yeah, no, there's definitely something to that. All those kind of things that you can do is definitely helpful.
And if you see us post it, if you would be so obliged to like it, we would be very thankful.
Yeah, I was watching a YouTuber yesterday. Somebody had sent me a video, and it was kind of interesting to watch the form where this guy did. He had a lot of subscribers and a lot of views on that. In fact, it's kind of going around. I got it off next door. Somebody sent it. It's about maybe a shady Riviera Beach cop and something that happened. But I was doing kind of a deeper dive on it yesterday. I got to do a lot more research on it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's a story, I don't know, about a cop that may have started in 2012. So like, it's going to take a lot, and our investigative reportive department's very small. It's me. So,
well, I take care of the snack news.
You are spread very thin.
it is. So yeah, I was 30 minutes into this video yesterday and just trying to see if there was anything here and what was going on. But it is getting shared again on Nextdoor, and I think it's actually 12 years old, so that's why I didn't go into it. But watching this podcaster that picked it up, who's got a ton of followers, had a lot of views, yeah, the whole time he does a whole thing about, hey, click, like, share, comments, blah, blah, blah. He had codes and all this stuff. And so there is kind of an art form to it about getting stuff promoted and shared and all that kind of stuff.
There is, and us three are not really comfortable always promoting ourselves like that, but I mean, it is the necessary evil, unfortunately. So we know it can be annoying always asking you to do that, but it's how we stay in business.
Yeah, it is. So unfortunately, we might have to get more comfortable doing uncomfortable things.
Guys, like our shit, share it,
please,
and comment on everything, even if it's Jason, you dick face motherfucker.
We need your support so we can buy more vodka.
Karen had a comment, said, Jaber, I loved your story about the harmonica prodigy. And she said, it made me think about Michael Phelps' story. I read an article once about how his body's perfectly designed to make him the greatest swimmer it's ever lived. His wingspan is 3 inches longer than his height, which is very unusual and gives him a superpowered propulsion.
Huh.
Yeah, he does. He does have something with his body that they always talk about how Phelps has got this extra gear.
Yeah,
it's kind of probably why he looks kind of weird. Like he's disproportionate when you look at him. Like he's a little fucked up. That's why he's a good swimmer, because his shit's not like proportionate.
Those are not my thoughts.
She said his torso is also extra long, which makes him torpedo shaped.
Look at that bitch in a Speedo. He is a little fucked up.
And
not fucked up, just unique.
Unique, but he's bigger in areas that help him swim faster than anybody else.
His feet are giant, kind of like flippers.
Oh, I wonder what his crank looks like.
Wait, so did Virginia write this email? I mean, she's just echoing every fucking insult this emailer.
I just said he had a big dick.
No, you did. You did.
Yet his mom said she just kind of randomly picked swimming for him as a sport. He was 7, he had tons of energy, and she just wanted him to do something that would wear him out.
Wow.
Yeah, can you imagine if Michael Phelps had never given swimming a try?
That's amazing.
How different his life would be now.
That's crazy.
But also, too, is there something else in a Michael Phelps that he would be great at that he doesn't know? I mean, I think people can be great at multiple things. That's why I wonder, do we all have our own special, unique gifts that we don't know that we even have?
I think we all have gifts, and I'm sure he has other gifts, but there might be that one unique gift with if you're paired with going into the right thing with the right coaching at the right time and all those kind of factors. And that's why a Michael Phelps and the Michael Jordans and all those guys, it's lightning strikes. There are so many elements that have to happen, and that's why it's so unique and so rare and typically it does. It usually starts with genetics. There's something that happens to you genetically that makes you already predispositioned for that achievement.
Well, that's what I liked about the harmonica story. This person's 68 years old. They're in their late 60s. Had no idea. He was at a party and didn't even know that there's gonna be music playing and there's a bunch of musicians there and there was a harmonica just hanging around and just but for the smell of it, grabbed it and started kind of fucking around with the band and became like a prodigy of harmonica. Didn't even know they could pick it up that quick at 68.
Yeah. Wow.
That's exciting to me.
It is kind of crazy, right? And so Karen said, yeah, it makes me wonder, like you said, if each of us is perfectly designed for something, we just need to be lucky enough to figure out what it is.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing. A lot of people just don't know.
Right.
Stumble around in the dark a bit.
Mm-hmm. Could be. It definitely could be. So fascinating thoughts.
Virginia really could be great with space shit, astronaut stuff. You just never. No,
probably not. It's probably not going to be your thing.
You're right.
Probably not going to be her thing. Yeah, if I had to guess. Somebody letting us know what a snapping turtle looks like. I know that had come up. Michael said, yeah, you mentioned them the other day. You didn't know what they look like. This guy was crossing the road today. I figured, why not? They have a very jagged shell by their butt. The hater's going to say that don't pick them up by their tail, but it was raining and traffic, and I've never been bitten moving them this way. I'm sure you'd rather take a quick move by the tail than being run over, just saying.
That's a good tip because they don't all have a jagged tail like that.
That almost doesn't even look like a turtle to me. It looks like something that would come out of my sink.
I know, right? It looks like a hair clog. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, so that's supposed to be a snapping turtle. I wouldn't mess with that thing anyway. It doesn't look anything like a regular turtle.
Me and Denny's will always pick up the turtle, but it does. You go in there with some caution because I don't know that turtle. That turtle don't know me. I'm trying to help him, but he probably sees a human going, all right, fuck this person.
Yeah, no doubt. Gosh, I got to tell you, man, there has been something. I think it's on. I've been spending a little bit more time on Instagram going through stuff, and they've got these videos that are on there. It is my new favorite thing. It is people that found an animal distressed in its infancy and they helped it out. The first one I saw was a little baby raccoon that was caught up in some water, and it shows this guy fishing it out of the water, gently putting it in a towel.
Aww.
They edited it all together. Yeah,
it's all edited together.
They show you the whole
bottle
journey.
feeding it. It starts to grow up, and then this is a full-grown raccoon that interacts with his dogs, lives in his house, and the raccoon comes up and paws and puts himself up on him and wants to be picked up and scratched on the belly. And I'm
it's
like,
heartwarming.
Oh my god!
And then you find out it's all CGI. It was all just for the
I don't even care.
No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't care because it was so good. It was so good.
You're right. Sometimes it can make you feel good. You're like, fuck it. I don't care if it's fake.
There was another one with the baby deer. And they helped out this baby deer, and the baby deer, and it was like trapped, and they got it, and it went back to mama, but it came back to kind of say thank you and just kind of lay down. And then they showed, and they said, and the baby deer keeps coming back. And then they showed there were like 15 deer standing in this guy's garage. So it brought all of its friends, and now all the deer come and they walk through their house, and they just got all that set up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love that. And then
the deer are like, this guy's cool. Come on in.
Holy crap! I'm like, this is the best thing ever. And then
It's so cool.
There was a fox. This guy was on his porch, and the fox is going, and like it's a weird scream, and it's screaming at him. It's looking at him, and it's running off backwards. And he's like, "What are you doing?" It would scream and run. And so he's like, "Maybe I need to follow this thing." The fox had a baby that was caught in a net. And
he saved the baby?
He saved the baby. He got the baby's legs going, and then the mama fox comes back, and she cleans up all the debris in his yard now and brings back all of her babies, and he made a cat door, and the foxes all come in, and they get around his table, and he hands them eggs, and they take eggs from him by hand, and they're all hanging out. I'm like, oh.
That is beautiful.
For all these freaking videos, I'm a sucker all day long. If you had I rescued an animal, and they come back to visit me throughout their life, channel, I would watch it all day long.
It's the kind of content that really does make me emotional at times. If I haven't slept and I see an animal video,
just sit on my couch
like
weeping
today?
like a baby.
Yeah, I can't watch the fucking animals today.
Oh my
no
gosh.
way. Fox videos stuck in a fence.
Oh man.
Waterworks Pennington.
Oh, they're all so good.
The one I can't stand, it always comes up on my Facebook feed. You're scrolling, and then go, what's that? Oh, a lamb? Oh, and it's stuck in a fence, and it's struggling, and these humans, it ends good. They get the lamb out, but the lamb's struggling for a good 45 fucking seconds. You're going, I can't watch this. You know it's going to end good, but
they need to work quicker.
The journey.
Does the lamb come back with babies and they all hang out, or like the lamb like knitted a wool sweater?
No, your story was better.
Was way cooler.
Yours was way better. He just told a story that wasn't as good.
Yeah, this is what happens. You know my friend, Angry Drunk Sinicky? Fucking going in on me? Trying to relate to Kevin? Some animal talk?
Pilot Chris wants to give a shout out to Deputy Harris at Palm Beach Sheriff's Office. My mom was not answering her door or phone. I live in North Carolina, still a KVJ fan, so I called PBSO to help. Deputy Harris called me personally and was extremely helpful finding my mother. Turns out medics took her to the hospital. My mom was okay, but I was blown away at Deputy Harris's efforts to find out which hospital my mom was at.
Oh, that's
how
beautiful.
They do it right. That's how they do it right. And then a family of foxes came into her room
at the hospital.
She fed them eggs.
Look, I am surrendering. Your fucking animal stories are way better than mine. They're just better stories. I have a question. You said Polk County.
Yeah.
Polk County, I feel like they've had 2 or 3, maybe even 4 major busts of sex trafficking and all that kind of stuff. So is it just a Polk County problem, or does Polk County not fuck around and they go out and get these son of a bitches?
It's a combination. Polk County Sheriff Grady there, he doesn't fuck around, but 2, he's a publicity whore.
Yeah.
So he loves the camera. And so they get a lot more credit on the stuff they do. But yeah, no, he says comments that are polarizing. And if you are deep red, you would love him. And so that's kind of how he lives and operates.
See, I watch him. I'm not thinking anything political. I'm really not. I'm only going on his energy, and I'm reacting to what he's saying and doing, and I think he's hilarious. And
he's entertaining.
I like when he takes down predators and then makes fun of them publicly.
He does.
I love
and that's why he's doing well, because he's great with the media, and he always has a quotable soundbite. That's why we've played him, a couple times, because of that.
He's hardcore.
Well, he's always got a quip of sorts where you go, oh, all right, he's got a little joke there.
Yeah, he's up there. Polk County's the Lakeland area, and that's, where, my aunt, the one who answers the phone, hello, Jesus loves you. So that's the kind of, that's a very deep red county, and it works out there. And I know they love guns and God.
I know I'm being accidentally political. I just like seeing sex offenders taken down.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, Florida's number 3 state in the country for it. Well, and South Florida's really bad, and here's the rest of the state. And there's been a lot of stories this last week too about it.
I just know that Polk County has press conferences, and they really headline it. So
they should.
Out there in
Honestly,
front.
they should. They should let these people know. Be like, hey, look, I mean, the best of the best. We're putting a lot of effort into shutting you guys down. There's nothing worse than that.
One of them they shut down was a big sex trafficking ring up there. I mean, it was a big story where you go, oh shit, they brought a lot of people down here.
Yeah, no, it was just this last week. He was all over the TV. And yeah, they did. They bust him. They bust him there in the hundreds.
Good.
Yeah, but so you go.
Take them all down.
Is it just Polk County, or is it?
I don't think it just is. Like I said, I think he publicizes, but he puts a lot in there. Look, they from what I understand. I mean, now keep in mind. I mean, my family personally knows that cat, and so they love him. So they're very biased. And their feelings about him. But yeah, he's like I said, he's all about cops and catching bad guys and all that kind of stuff. And I can't, if you're the kind of person who would support sex trafficking, I'm not going to be on your page.
Well, that's what I'm saying. How can anyone hate on?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to take the opposite side on that. I know there are people that are not huge fans of his.
He knocked down he broke up a sex trafficking ring. Fuck that guy. What?
Yes.
No, believe me, I know there's nuance to the story. I'm sure there's other political views he has that I don't know about. I'm just reporting on the fact that when I have a human reaction to watching what's going on, he's bringing down sex trafficking, and I do like that.
Yeah.
And I notice only Polk County seems to be really putting it out there like
he
that.
does. He's very good in front of a camera. But they did. I mean, they arrested nearly 230 people.
Dude, that's so many people.
That's massive.
They rescued 13 potential victims, and that was during an 8-day multi-agency undercover human trafficking investigation. 58 victims they found within a year period. Teacher, coaches, medical professionals, law enforcement officers, and military members were among those arrested. So he doesn't protect anybody.
Good.
That's the thing about it. Look, he will find his own law enforcement officers and will arrest them. So he comes after everybody. So it doesn't feel like the traditional good old boys club where we protect and take care of our own. 41 suspects told detectives they were married. So, there were people you wouldn't expect. And that's what his arrest was interesting for, because medical professionals, law enforcement, military, married people.
Wow.
In the community, you don't think of them as sex traffickers. And it goes to show you that, the human trafficking thing is pervasive throughout every thread of our society. And that's why you're just like, wow.
It really does suck, man. There's, again, not trying to be a worried Warren on the microphone, but there's a problem out there. There's definitely a problem with some weird sex bad shit going on.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So there's a lot of that out there. So, hey, good for him and doing that kind of stuff. So
am I a Republic rat today?
I don't know. Don't ask me. Yeah. I can't tell the difference.
Well,
I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
I don't.
And honestly, I think we're starting to see something in our society and for the numbers. And look, I'll admit, I like politics. I started out poli-sci in college, and it's always fascinated me. The thing that's encouraging, man, is you are seeing a break in the clouds, and you're seeing the middle and people that are saying, look, we're issue-oriented people. We don't agree with either party. We don't necessarily want either one of these guys running. And we all want the same things. And you're talking 70+% of the country is on the same page. And you want to talk about unity with all the divisive politics? No, most people are right on the same page, looking for the same things and feeling the same way about everything.
Oh, yeah. Rawson's getting an email today.
I'll take it, baby.
I know you will. He don't give a fuck either. I love it.
And look, GWB, and I don't blame him, said I cannot stand politics, and you're right. I get why you wouldn't. But the only thing I got to tell you, man, politics and what they do and what they decide about your life, it is the straw that stirs the drink of your life, because it affects everything you do. You talk about your taxes, you talk about what you pay, how much money you have, going out, be like, I just want to go out and enjoy my life. How much you enjoy your life, it's all politics.
There is a subset of people, though, that do believe that it's all bullshit no matter what, and even if you do all that, nothing's going to change anyway. That's not me, but
Yeah.
that is some people's attitude.
I think if you vote for the right person and do your homework on the front end, that your livelihood and what you believe in, you can enjoy more and not have to focus on politics. That's why, to me, it's kind of like taxes. You know, nobody likes taxes, but you take a little bit of time to put it together, even if you send it to a tax person, and then you just wash your hands of it. To me, politics is the same way. Take 10 minutes a year to look at the candidates, vote for the right person that reflects your values, and then just wash your hands of it.
Gosh, I fucking hate the IRS.
We can all agree on that. Here, here, right?
Yeah, let's bring both parties
Let's
together.
drink to
Come
that.
on.
Taking all our money.
Let's drink to that. Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. Gosh, they make really good Bloody Marys.
I am in a great state. I'm gonna tackle Kevin if he tries to stop this podcast.
Stop it. Stop it.
Virginia's ready to leave.
No, I
she
just want to
wants
see you get tackled.
Oh, okay.
I want to see you take it.
Mandy, she wanted to do a shout out to my two favorite sons. It changes daily. But Mitchell Herring, Foe winning his second professional MMA fight in Atlantic City, second round winning. That means that he beat his ass and they stopped the fight. I'm woman-splaining MMA to dudes that don't know. First fight was won by knockout. That was bragging, and for V, because obviously she was going to ask. Keep his name out your mouth. South Florida boy is coming up. And Noah Martinez introducing me to Olivia Rodrigo and being my forever concert date. We saw her Wednesday with floor seats. I'm forever raising the bar on our seats for concerts. So FML, but best time ever and best concert ever. There's the MMA win right there. Big stuff.
Nice. That's cool.
There's the Olivia Rodrigo floor seats.
I love
Good stuff.
That's awesome.
Y'all
It's a
live
good
your
week.
best life out there.
That's a good week.
Living best life.
All right.
I don't know why I turned country.
Everybody is, Bird.
You're drunk.
Everybody is.
I feel great. I see him leaning. I think he's trying to press a button. I got
Oh, you got to spear him.
I know. He'll fucking kick my ass. I'm so decrepitated.
I don't know.
No, not what I used to be.
He's
dog.
not the
No.
big balls Kevin that was fighting 3 years ago. You've slimmed down. You've trimmed down.
I have, yeah. I'm a new guy now.
You guys saw me try to walk out the studio today. I can't walk because of my hamstring.
It'd be the most depressing fight to watch. You
I'd
two.
be pathetic. You'd be sad.
He would just push me into the wall.
You
and
guys would just feel sad. You guys would watch it, be like, oh, it's just sad.
It's
just
not
sad.
entertaining at all.
It's not entertaining.
Y'all should delete this.
Yeah. That's why we just drink and talk music.
Woohoo!
All right, y'all have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.